Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, Pete Funk, out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. I do what I do for you. You know the deal. Let's go. Wrightism, 25 rules live by. Storytelling, story with a message. Message is story for life. I'm giving you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. We got a good thing going. Let's rock. Right thinkers mission, and I'm on it. It's to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thinking is way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is to get my right thinkers to do just that, know themselves. Your job is to take the lesson I'm giving and do just that. Know yourself. Let's go. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. I teach them. That's what I do. Stay tuned. I got you. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Most people, it's time in the morning at 2:45. It's all right. Okay, that's what time I do what I do for the evening, for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons, they reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Your boy got a little bit of two, so I'm going to address a few people. Pay attention. This is for you. Right thinkers, let's talk about right thinkers. I do the teaching around here. Okay. I teach right thinking philosophy. If you want to teach me anything other than that, that's cool. But don't teach me what I know that you don't know. Let's talk about that. Yeah, I'm Lil P. I am the master teacher of right thinking philosophy. Don't get it twisted. That I've mastered. I am a master of myself. I know me. The goal of every right thinker is to do just that. Know themselves. All that ego tripping, hating, say that for somebody else who gives a good whatever. In order to teach, you should have mastered what it is you're teaching. If you're not a teacher, if you haven't mastered anything, shut up. But say for somebody who gives a good whatever. See, I teach only what I have mastered, and that's my life's experiences. That's what I give you, what I know, what I've experienced. That's all I got, and all I'm going to give you is what I know and what I know to be true. I don't have to fabricate it. I ain't got to add, take away, do nothing, but give it to you the way it is. Straight, that's pure. I'm not going to cut it. I'm not going to dilute it. And I'm sure not going to simplify it so you can know. Straight truth. That's what I got. Spiritual truth. Listen, you can teach the scripture, Bible stuff, that's fine. But if you haven't mastered it, how you going to teach it if you don't know what you're doing? I'm sure you think you do. Again, no, you believe you do. I stay in study mode every day. That's why I stay in teaching mode every day. That's right thinking philosophy. I live it, I teach it, I know it inside and out. Why? That's what I do. I'm trying to give it to you so you can do the same for yourself. If that ain't what you want to do, that's your cup of tea, that's fine. But don't come at me. I'm going to come back. You know that. Let's go. Now, teachers teach. They don't debate or argue. I'm not. Listen to this phrase. I told you, just like John Henry Clark told his haters in his day, my equals I will debate. All others I teach. You don't teach me. The knowledge I have and teach is true facts. Don't tell me anything that you don't know for yourself. what they said and what's written, what the scriptures say. You say that again for somebody who gives a good. I don't. If you want some knowledge, well, right thinking knowledge, I got knowledge of a few things, but if that's what you want, I will teach you also, but I don't need to be taught by you. If we're going to sit down and have a discussion where you're going to listen, pay attention, and not argue and hoop and holler and rant and rave, I ain't got time for that. But if you want to be taught, I teach you. But if you think you're going to teach me, that ain't working. You don't know enough. Ain't mastered. If I am a student in life, also I studied from my pastor, who is my biblical teacher. He says I am his number one student because I'm paying attention, I'm learning, I'm grasping, and I'm letting him know what I'm thinking and about the message that he's giving, and I'm grasping the biblical concepts. I don't have a problem with that. That's what I'm there for, to learn, not to argue or debate. I got a few things that I differ on, but I don't make it an issue. Respectfully. That's why. When you respect somebody, some things you just don't do to them. And I can tell by what you do or say to me, there's no respect. So I'm going to deal with you accordingly. If you want to debate or argue your concepts, I'm always ready, respectfully, to teach. If you talk and act like you got some sense, I'll even listen. If you don't argue with what I teach, that's fine. Excuse me. No, if you don't agree, again, if you don't agree with what I teach, that's fine. If you a diehard Jesus Christ Bible thumper, that's fine. But don't tell me what I'm doing is wrong and this, that, and other, and you're right. We ain't going to deal with that nonsense. That's what it is. Nonsense. If you doing what you do that if it's working for you. Because I'm doing this, and guess what? It's working for me. If right thinking philosophy is not for you, that's cool. It ain't for everybody. I understand that. But what I'm not going to tolerate is you do what you want to do and just leave me be. Don't try to tell me what to do because you think what you're doing is the right way. Say that again for somebody who cares. You don't have to agree with right thinking philosophy, but you will have to respect me. And I promise you that, one way or another. Now, your scripture is only concepts, aka theological views. Mine is spiritual truths. We have concepts that may differ, but yours don't mean you're right, mine don't mean I'm right. I follow mine, you can follow yours. We won't have a problem. Trust me on that. It's about the choices. I choose what I did. You choose what makes you happy. That's fine. But I teach what I know. I don't disagree with scripture. No. What? Maybe yes I do. Sorry. Some things I do disagree with. That's why I can't claim to be one. Why? I don't follow all the tenets that you set forth. I'm not on board with everything that you prescribe or subscribe. That's all. That's fine. When I come into my church on Sunday morning, I'm a Christian. Excuse me. I abide by Christian rules. I hang out with Christian people. And I'm no different. When I'm outside the church, I'm right thinking. I'm on my accord now. I do what I do. When I go to visit fellowship, I put all that down and come in and be respectful to where I am, which is the house of the Lord. I got no problem with that or people who do that. Stop beating up a Christian. Yeah, I know, because it's a waste of time. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't getting across. The point ain't being made. I'm just wasting my time, so I leave that be. I speak spiritual truth. That's what I teach, and I live by it. You can have your scripture. I got a problem with that. Take the Bible and be my guest. Knock yourself out. Just don't beat me over the head with it. That's all I'm asking. I got a problem. All right. Now, again, I listen to your concepts biblically, the scripture. I pass. I got something else that works for me. That's all. No disrespect, no none of that. No, just that I know something else. And that's what I teach. I know the stories in the Bible, proficient with the Bible, are all teaching lessons for what? Life. So the book, the original book is, what's that? The Egyptians coming, the Egyptian Book of the Dead. It's actually a book coming forth by day. Okay, we keep calling it the Book of the Dead, and I hate I gotta say that, but to reiterate it, it's called that because it's found in the sarcophagus, found in the coffins of the people who was dead. So hence the Book of the Dead. Nope, it's called a book of coming forth by day. When you die in this life, you live in another life if you pass the scales of Maya. Another lesson, but that's the concept. Again, just concepts. If you follow them, you believe them, then that's part of what you do. I know that because I take mine. I'm following my eye. I let you know that ain't no secret. I'm taking biblical lessons every week. I go to church. And I have yet to be taught something or anything new. No offense, again, no disrespect. Ain't nothing you told me out that book that I don't know. Ain't nothing you can break down and explain to me about that book. I don't know, respectfully. I listen because maybe I may have the wrong perspective from reading it myself. So I let somebody else break it down and see how far off we are with what we take from what we read. A lot of times, we're like way off. So understand that. I don't know how that works, but yeah, so I got issues with that. The Bible is a book of allegorical, mythological, and astrological stories. Historical events that don't mean that happened. It just means they kept records and they made a story about it. The only story that's about the Egyptians holding Jews in captivity and they building the pyramids is told by them. Same way with the biblical concept. Everything y'all say about Egypt, the story is only told by you. Every story should have two sides. We don't have a clue of why you victimize us as the bad guy to substantiate what you do. That's another lesson, but that's what happened, okay? Your belief in the mythological and allegorical, astrological stories of the Bible means nothing to me. Understand that. If that's your book that you follow, that's your book, not mine. I don't follow that book. So don't keep beating me over the head like I'm supposed to fall. Oh, that's the scripture. Oh, no, don't mean much to me. Why? I have my own concepts, my own philosophical points of view about God. Don't you understand that? The Bible, I respect your belief system. That's it. As far as it's going. As far as praising and worshiping God, on Sundays, I would do that. That's called fellowshipping. I would do that with you. But your weekly views and concept about being who you are, serve your Lord, be a Christian, be a Muslim, be a Jew, that's fine. I'm just doing what I do during the week spiritually. That's all I'm trying to explain to you. On Sunday, I become Christian-like because I fellowship with Christian, like-minded people. So I act accordingly. The phrase is, when in Rome, do as the Romans. When in Christianity, when in church, do as the Christians. Abide by the rules, act accordingly, and get your message. As I go to church for to get a lesson. I ain't there to do nothing else. Sorry about that. Get back to the lesson. I'm almost done. Appreciate you tuning in. Let's go. Let's wrap this up. I can prove my teachings work. Well, I'm the proof. When I was a drug dealer, my best commodity was me. Okay? Right now, my best commodity, again, me. I represent right thinking philosophy. Let's go. I am a master teacher who lives his teachings to prove that they work for those who follow or passing by, looking and check it out. I'm going to show you what it looked like every day. I have been, practicing right thinking philosophy. My personal self, 20 years. On the other side, 10 years. Why? 10 years studying. 10 years of mastering and helping others to find themselves with the knowledge that I have obtained over the last 30 years. So I got 20 years teaching, 20 years studying. I got 10 years I've been doing this, and it's just starting to catch on. I'm proud of that. My life has been on the upswing, for the last, 7 years. hmm My right thinking philosophy started in 2015. So on my grind, being true to my cause, dedicated to my cause, everything I write about, everything I teach and preach, I live. You getting my life story laid out for you every day. I hope you're enjoying it because that's what I'm giving you. Okay, let's go. Here you go. I have been teaching my right thinking philosophy for 10 years or 2 years out where I'm at now. And all my right thinkers are growing spiritually. No right thinker that's studying right thinking philosophy has fell by the wayside, given up on themselves. I've taken people who are on the brink of taking their lives, put them in position, straighten them out, dust them off, polish them up. Now they're good functioning human beings. That's what right thinking will do for you. I know that. Why? I'm the one doing it. Last one. If you have doubts about what my right thinking philosophy, don't. Why? Just check me out. I am living proof that right thinking works if you work it. Anything that works if you do what? Work it. That's what TD Jakes said. It works if you what? Work it. If you believe in Jesus Christ and you work that, it'll work for you. I got no problem with that. Understand that. I'll be back. I got some more. But I am the teacher around here.